The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Thinking is difficult, that's why. Most people judge. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. The best political, social, and spiritual work we can do is to withdraw the projection of our shadow onto others. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light of meaning in the darkness of mere being. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you're just doing research. Everyone you meet knows something you don't know but need to know. Learn from them. Don't hold on to someone who's leaving. Otherwise, you won't meet the one who's coming. The ability to ask questions is the greatest resource in learning the truth. Where your fear is, there is your task. The difference between a good life and a bad life is how well you walk through the fire. The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. Whatever is rejected from the self appears in the world as an event. When you are up against a wall, put down roots like a tree until clarity comes from deeper sources to see over that wall and grow. Real work is completed in silence and strikes a chord in the minds of only a very few. Faith, hope, love, and insight are the highest achievements of human effort. They are found given by experience. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Nothing affects the life of a child so much as the unlived life of its parent. And invite depression in and give her a seat. And listen to what she has to say. If a man knows more than others, he becomes lonely. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. If you're a gifted person, it doesn't mean you have something. It means you have something to give away. Every human life contains a potential. If that potential is not fulfilled, then that life was wasted. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. Do not compare. Do not measure. No other way is like yours. All other ways deceive and tempt you. You must fulfill the way that is in you. Life calls not for perfection, but for completeness. Where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. We don't get wounded alone, and we don't heal alone. Just as we tend to assume that the world is as we see it, we naively suppose that people are as we imagine them to be. In each of us is another whom we do not know. He speaks to us in dreams and tells us how differently he sees us from the way we see ourselves. In order to know the light, we must first experience the darkness. Our world has become dehumanized. Man feels himself isolated in the cosmos because he is no longer involved in nature.